鷹の目、どこへ行く？
白ひげと戦うことは承諾したが、赤髪は協定の範囲外だ。引き際だ。
The rivalry and friendship between Mihawk and Shanks is one of the coolest and most interesting things in One Piece. I did something right at the beginning of the channel where I discussed this rivalry, pointing out every detail that the work has shown us so far, mainly about the possibility that Mihawk is more powerful in wielding swords while Shanks is superior in terms of hockey power. We saw this clearly in that scene in the anime when Mihawk goes to one of Shanks' hideouts and hands him Luffy's first wanted leaflet. In fact, this scene was really cool and funny in Netflix's live action. I really like these two characters in this adaptation. And because of the live action, many new people started watching and reading the One Piece manga, and with that another theory was born that says that Mihawk would actually be afraid of Shanks. But would that be the truth? Well, I would say no. And that's what we're going to analyze in today's video. And well, my dear pirates, I don't believe that Mihawk is really afraid of Shanks. He just doesn't like to underestimate the red-haired pirate because he knows that even without one of his arms, Shanks is very powerful and therefore very dangerous. Mihawk's lines about Shanks' left arm may sound arrogant, but I don't see it that way. For me, like Zoro, Mihawk seeks the challenge, but in a way that his possible victory is never questioned. He and Shanks have faced each other several times, and now that his rival is missing one of his arms, even if Mihawk could defeat him, they would certainly say that this only happened because Shanks was now no longer the same man and that Mihawk cannot accept. Recently, Mihawk created the Cross Guild, a direct reaction against the Navy, to resist their efforts to dominate. However, the Cross Guild made a surprising choice when beginning the search for the legendary treasure known as One Piece. This decision created tension between Mihawk and Crocodile, raising questions about the ability of Buggy's crew to face a challenge of such magnitude. Mihawk's concerns were clearly expressed when he questioned, "Do you really believe we can take on Red-Haired, Blackbeard, and Straw Hat?" This has sparked debate about Mihawk's confidence in dealing with multiple adversaries simultaneously, leading some to wonder if he is scared or just adopting a prudent strategy. The question then arises, does One Piece's Mihawk fear the Yonko, or is he being strategic? Although Mihawk has expressed a desire for a peaceful life on a few occasions, his actions demonstrate more about his true intentions and help us determine whether he is afraid or being strategic. Even though he is forced back into battle after the dissolution of the Shichibukai system, he constantly shows a desire to find the next challenge or confrontation. He chased Don Krieg across the Grand Line to exact his punishment, tested his skills against Whitebeard at the start of the Marineford War, and showed interest in confronting the Navy with the Cross Guild Star Bounty system. However, when Shanks appeared, he decided to retreat from the war, but this was driven by respect for the man, not fear. According to Sun Tzu's book The Art of War, the key to victory is the ability to know when to fight and when to avoid conflict. Mihawk exemplifies this philosophy, adopting a cautious stance when facing battles in various situations. For many years, Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, and Shanks maintained a balance of power across the seas, focusing primarily on the search for the treasure known as One Piece, while also protecting their territories and influence. As a result, Yonko crews avoided becoming involved in a full-scale war. However, with recent changes among the Yonko, motivations have also changed. Competition for One Piece increased, but the Cross Guild decided to face the Navy directly. By declaring themselves candidates for the World Treasury, they ended up expanding the number of opponents they have in mind. Facing the Marines and the Yonko at the same time is a complex situation, especially considering the influence of the Cross Guild. Although Mihawk and Crocodile are powerful pirates, they are at a disadvantage compared to the power of the Yonko crews. However, Mihawk is taking a strategic approach when planning his future moves. He recognizes that while it will be a challenge to compete for One Piece, Cross Guild simply isn't ready for it at this time. In other words, we can say that it is not fear of Shanks or anyone else that Mihawk has, the difference between him and many other characters is that he understands that you cannot act without caution. I want to know your opinion about everything we commented here today. But of course, if you made it this far, it's because you like the content, so it doesn't hurt to subscribe to our channel and become one more member of our fleet, my dear pirate. And of course, do not forget to press the like button. That helps a lot in spreading the video and the channel, so help us to become the largest fleet of pirates here on YouTube, okay? A big hug for everyone, and until the next video.